Hey guys, it's Cam and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, then welcome. And if you're a fellow lover of all things beauty, I'm talking hair, makeup, and skincare, then you're in the right place. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the Cam fam, my little community here on YouTube. And make sure to hit the bell too so you don't miss any videos. For today's video, I'm going to be talking all about OLAPLEX number 8. This is the Bond Intense Moisture Mask. And I'm going to tell you guys what I think are the pros and cons of this mask. I feel like OLAPLEX is going to hate me. Okay, so OLAPLEX and I go way back, as you guys know. We're talking like 2 years ago when I fell in love with doing standalone treatments, using the number 3, all that jazz. And they've come out with a lot of products since, and I've basically reviewed all of them. And I feel like my reviews have gone from glowing to more and more underwhelmed. And after a few of their last releases, I was really hoping that they would come out with a mask. And when I heard that they were gonna actually come out with a mask, I was super excited because I thought this was gonna be like the mask to end all masks. So I love that this comes in a pump because I actually, like, in my bathroom have like a towel bar and a towel there because I have to dry my hands off every single time I go to put a mask on in the shower, especially because I'm digging into tubs and it gets under my fingernails and it's a mess. So I actually really love the pump design. I love that you can get like a consistent amount using that. So I think more people should adopt packaging like this. I think it's genius to have a hair mask with a pump. So I got this when it came out, and at first I used it very like on and off, but I couldn't really develop an opinion about it using it that way, just like interspersed with all of my other masks. So this past like month basically, I made it a point to use it every single time that I washed my hair, which is twice a week. So I used it twice a week at first. And for like my hair length and thickness, as you guys can see, this is like all of it brought forward. I used 3 pumps of this. So this is like my first gripe with the product is that it's only 3.3 fluid ounces. So if you take a look at a lot of their products, like the number 3, the number 6, 3.3 ounces is kind of like almost the size that they make everything, except I do believe the shampoo and conditioner is bigger, but that's because shampoo and conditioners usually are more fluid ounces. And same thing with this mask. I took a look at a lot of my masks, which a lot of my favorites are from Kerastase and Moroccan oil, and all of my other masks were like 6 to 8 fluid ounces, where this is like half of that. And so this mask retails for $28, which again, I feel like that's a blanket price point for a lot of their products. But considering I'm usually paying like in the 40s for a hair mask, and this is half the size of those hair masks, it's only a quarter of the price less, which is technically, I would say, more expensive than like my Kerastase masks, which I usually get when they're running 20% off sales, and normally they're around like $60. So I know that's like a lot of math I just threw at you guys, but basically my point is that this is ounce for ounce about as expensive as a Kerastase mask would be full price, and I don't pay full price for my Kerastase masks. So on that note, I would say it's actually pretty pricey if you break it down that way. So considering the price of this, I like really thought that this was gonna be like a super miracle mask. So if you haven't seen my review on OLAPLEX number 4 and 5, the shampoo and conditioner, I'm gonna link it up here for you guys. I highly recommend watching that. A lot of the notes that I made on the conditioner also apply to this mask. So first thing about this mask, I've seen some people saying that it's protein free, and if you take a look at the ingredients, there's actually a lot of amino acids in this mask. And if you know what amino acids are, they're literally the building blocks of protein. Bodybuilders will actually like drink drinks that are amino acids instead of like protein shakes because they want quicker absorbing protein. Now, normally like my hair can handle protein and I'm fine with it. And the first couple of times that I used this mask back to back, I did feel like my hair felt very repaired and I really liked it. And after the first week, I basically felt like my ends were starting to get really stiff and crunchy feeling, and it kind of almost felt like protein overload was happening. And I feel like the amount of amino acids in this shouldn't really be amounting to like protein overload. So I don't really know what's going on there, but my ends were definitely feeling stiff and crunchy after like, I would say 3-4 uses in a row. Now, in regards to the moisturizing ingredients in this, like on paper, there's a lot of really good ingredients, like ceramides in this, hyaluronic acid. I will say, I feel like a lot of the oils in this, like the avocado oil, the meadow foam seed oil, the rice oil, are very, very lightweight oils. Normally, when I'm looking for a moisturizing mask, I'm looking for something that's like Manuka honey, for example, where it's going to be intensely moisturizing. It's for super damaged hair, and I know it's going to work wonders. And I'm a little disappointed that I'm not seeing some of these like heavy hitter ingredients that I know they could put in this alongside the Olaplex molecule and like really make a bomb mask. And even though they're calling this a moisture mask, I personally didn't feel like it was very moisturizing. I do feel like it was reparative, and ultimately what I ended up doing to kind of like make it through continuing to use it was use a moisturizing mask after I used this, even though they're calling it an intense moisture mask. So that kind of defeats the purpose because it's supposed to be like an intensely moisturizing mask. And I still felt like I had to go in afterwards with a really moisturizing mask and basically make my hair feel hydrated. Like my hair felt, I would say, a little bit stronger, but just not really hydrated. Another thing that like confuses me about this mask is that the second ingredient is dimethicone. So you would think that your hair would have like a lot of slip after this and feel really nice and detangled. And that was like one of the big issues that I had with the conditioner, is that my hair did not feel detangled at all after using that. I couldn't even get a brush through my hair. And with this, I will say it's definitely a lot better than the conditioner. So if you are looking for something more heavy duty than the Olaplex conditioner and you feel like that's been working on your hair, this is honestly a very similar feeling formula to that. Just, I would say it's better in that I had more slip and more detangling than the conditioner. I didn't like have to go in with a leave-in straight away to even be able to brush it out, but it still wasn't, I would say, what I'm expecting and what I'm used to out of like some of my absolute favorite masks. Again, it wasn't bad. Like when I was using it on its own, I was still able to brush my hair out of the shower, where with the conditioner, like forget about it. I could not do that. But it's still like when I used another mask on top of this, that's when I really got like the slip and everything that I'm used to. So here's what I think is part of the issue of what's going on. I feel like Olaplex started exploding in popularity, and I think what they're trying to do, based on a lot of the marketing and everything, is create products that are like universally appealing for all hair types. And I mean, I get it. I get wanting to make products that like anyone and everyone could use, but I feel like the point of Olaplex should be to be super reparative and just made for severely damaged hair, because it's one of the only compounds that has actually made a difference in fixing my hair. But I feel like when you pair it with these formulas that are just kind of universal and made to not weigh your hair down and, you know, to be for somebody with only a little bit of damage in their hair or maybe none at all, then it's really not like gonna service somebody whose hair is like fried like mine is. So I will say that one of the claims they make is adding a lot of body and shine and that it doesn't weigh the hair down. It definitely doesn't weigh the hair down, I'll say that much. And I do feel like it adds body and shine. Like I feel like my hair has some shine in it after using this and definitely doesn't feel weighed down, but I wouldn't say that it's like smooth and moisturized feeling. So I feel like if they paired that with just some more intensely moisturizing ingredients, they would have a winner here, because I feel like that body and shine are from like the restoration and like reparative ingredients that are in this, not from the moisturizing ingredients. So I feel like they really could stand to make this formula a lot thicker, a lot more moisturizing, and just really more suited towards somebody whose hair like has highlights, has been bleached, has been fried, as opposed to somebody who just has normal hair and wants to use a hair mask that's not going to weigh it down. So the way that I'm going to finish this up is, again, not using it on its own, but using it after I shampoo and then using like a really thick moisturizing mask after this. But ultimately, I'm not going to be repurchasing this mask because I feel like it's trying too hard to be like a jack of all trades, and it's really a master of none. I would say that this is not as reparative as using the number 3 or just like a protein treatment. It's definitely not as moisturizing as like any of my other moisture masks that I have. So I think if you have like normal to slightly damaged hair and are looking for something that kind of can do it all, then that's somebody who I think is gonna like this product. Or if you're like me and like want to layer a bunch of masks in the shower because your hair is just so damaged, you're like trying to throw the kitchen sink at it, then sure, get this and like have it be one of the products that you're like throwing at your hair. But for me personally, if I want the benefits of Olaplex, then I'm gonna stick to like 1, 2, and 3. And if I want a moisturizing mask, then I'm gonna look elsewhere. I'm considering the price per ounce of this in comparison to all the other hair masks that I use. I definitely would rather use something that's either very, very reparative or very, very moisturizing, and not something that just kind of does both things like okay-ish. And so I just reviewed their claims again, and I will say that I do feel like the mask adds body and adds shine. And I think again, that's because it does a good job of being reparative. And I do feel like my hair is voluminous and shiny, but it doesn't feel smooth and it really doesn't feel moisturized. I had to like use a moisturizing mask and then a lot of moisturizing leave-ins to really kind of like make my hair feel silky. Otherwise, like it just kind of feels like hard, I would say. And it does feel like the type of like hardness that comes from protein. So I do feel like it's almost more like a protein mask than a moisture mask. So I hope that you guys found this review helpful. If you did, then please smash that like button down below because it really helps my small channel grow. And if you have any questions, leave me a comment down below and I'll definitely make sure to answer. Maybe there's something I didn't touch on about this mask that you're wondering about. So leave me a little comment and I'll be sure to answer. And if you're just chilling there trying to figure out what you should watch next, then you might like one of these 2 videos right here. And click on my face to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, my loves, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah!